comforted by the dawn. Everything is still, and all I can hear is tap, tap, tap. The dawn enveloped me in her quiet stillness. We spoke in whispers as faint as wind on a still morning. Dawn here felt different, colder, darker, whereas the dawn I was used to was much warmer. The dawn often kept to herself, and I often slept in, and as we grew apart. But being with her felt like a snapshot, a rewind stuck in a memory, a fragment of time. The dawn would transform into mornings, a gentle knock signaling a heartfelt greeting, good morning. The mornings would wrap me in her sweet embrace, calling me home with a smile and a home-cooked meal, calling me back to a home overseas, so warm you think it should burn you, but it won't, so loud you may need to cover your ears, and so full you don't see space for you, but there it is. The mornings would steam of camote, impatient, I'd burn my fingers trying to eat them. She would cook up eggs, frigo, and sinangag, so good you could smell the salt in the air. The mornings affirmed me of the person I am, of the heritage that never felt mine to claim, of the memories that she holds deep in her heart, and of the blood she would say course through my veins. Nak, Pilipino ka kasi. Mornings would morph into afternoons with a click. I place down the kettle, and it's time for merienda. The afternoons were unpredictable. I'd never know if they would be cold, warm, or something in between. The afternoons could be so light, filled with love and laughter. They could also be dark and dreary. But the afternoons would never forget about merienda. Fishbowl, taho, or pandesal and cafe. The afternoon would beckon me over. She'd ask me to boil water for cafe. With a click, I place down the kettle, and she tells me to get the mugs from the cabinet. The sound of boiling water starts to fill the air. Ever impatient, I carry all the mugs in one trip. The kettle begins to shake. Steam building, building, building. I can feel my grip slipping, till crash! The mugs shatter everywhere, and I ghosted. And the afternoon goes cloudy again. I cut myself on a shard trying to clean up, too young to clean up my own messes, too old to keep making the same mistakes. The afternoons would fade into evenings. Evenings would greet me with a cool breeze, and I heard the clapping of bamboo against the floor, a sound calling me home. The evenings were light and filled with laughter. A calm stillness washes over, and even in the silence, I find comfort. The evening bears with her small treats and little trinkets, and we lose ourselves in conversation. I see in her a reflection of myself and the person I want to become. The evening guides me to the path I need to take to get there. We stand, hand in hand, staring down the winding path. And with the final squeeze, I take the first step, and she lets go. Evenings would drift into late nights. With a gentle thud, I close my book and I hand it over. Nights greeted me the same way she always did, with a cool breeze that sent a comforting chill down my spine. Late nights meant hours talking to the moon and stars. We would sip on our teas whilst we traded stories and poetries, and we'd walk around the neighborhood, trying to piece together a future we saw each other in. It felt strange to ground ourselves in our mother tongue, our shared understanding of a language foreign to our ancestors, bringing us closer, feeling different from those born on the soil we stood on together, clumsily trying to trace the lines back to where we came from. And while the nights grew distant, disappearing into the dawn, the love we shared grew fonder with each passing day. And while our paths divulged, we knew we would always find each other. I simply looked to the stars and let them guide me home.